Guys, welcome back to Creativity and Inspiration. If you're new, welcome. We're so happy you found us. And if you keep coming back, you know you're very special. Today I have a little bit of a different video, not what I had planned. It was supposed to be clay. But the reason it didn't go up yesterday, one, was because Sam is not feeling well. He has had a pulled neck his whole life. It's not neurological and it's not spine related. It's just when he was younger, he pulled a muscle in his neck, and now every so often it'll flare up like once a year. Well, yesterday it flared up probably worse than it's ever flared up. And we went to the vet and got meds, and Sam has had pancreatitis several times. He has IBS as a dog, and the pain meds have aggravated that. So this morning he had to go back to the vet, get fluids, get nausea meds, and he's just not 100% himself. I'm hoping he'll eat just a teeny bit tonight, but if not, we'll go back to the vet tomorrow and get some more fluids and more nausea meds. It's a process when his tummy gets messed up. And that's okay. He needs time to heal, and I am taking very good care of him. As you will see, he never is very far away. When I'm filming this, his bed is just right behind my chair. So he's basically right here. Yesterday, I was on the floor with him all day, or in the bed with him. So I put ice and heat on his neck, alternating we did 20 minutes for a few hours on ice, and then we switched to heat, and his neck actually seems a little better today, but he's still on the pain meds, which means they're still aggravating his tummy. But I have faith he will get better. He is older. He will be 11 in May, but he's really in good health. He is kind of spoiled too, but I think he'll feel better soon. So if y'all could just send me positive vibes, because Sam is always with me, always. So I just would appreciate it. But honestly, I truly believe he's going to be fine. We're just in a rough patch with the tummy right now because of the pain meds. So today's video is going to be all about mark making on both watercolor and acrylic paints. And I'll just talk about kind of what mark making is, how you can do it on artwork, paper, canvas, or on journal pages, in planners. It's good for anything you want to use it for, and it's super simple. A lot of people think because it's watercolor or acrylic paint, it's hard. It's not. So let's just jump into this video and get started. And if you guys didn't watch the last video about taking junk mail and turning it into tags, you really should. They came out super cute, and the tags in that video I'm going to be giving away in a drawing with the Dollar Tree junk journal I'm making. And you can catch snippets of that going up on Instagram. Again, that's kind of gotten pushed back because Sam's not feeling well, but follow me on Instagram. You can see where the Dollar Tree junk journal is going, because I'm in the challenge over on Paper Terrace's channel. Alright guys, let's jump into this video. Okay guys, so let's talk about mark making on acrylic and watercolor paint. And as you can see here in front of you, I just did some green acrylic squares with 4 different green colors. Because spring is coming, I thought it would be fun to use greens. And I did the little squares because I thought those would be cute on tags, pockets, tuck spots. You know, you can use squares for a lot of things, right? So this is the, oops, fitness plans don't go there. So this is the acrylic paint. Now the watercolor paint is actually on, these were whole watercolor, just abstract color pictures I put together. And they're in different little pieces here. And we're going to use those for the watercolor. And then what are we mark making with? With all these gel pens, this white gel pen, this white paint pen, this black, marker, the silver one, another black one, another black one, a green one, and a gold. This is what we're going to mark make with. Now you can mark make with anything. I like to mark make also with this pen, if I can find it. If you have, you know, a G52, a G2 pen really does well when you're mark making. That's the pens I write with all the time. Those are great. If you want to use markers, you know, whatever you have that you want to mark make with, by all means do. Everybody's different. Some people have gel pens, like a whole set that they use. This is another great pen that I like to mark make with. So, you know, you have to do you. I don't have a pink one. I need, well, I do. I have a pink gel pen, but I'm using it in my art calendar for submissions due. But we might use this to mark make too. Okay, so what exactly is mark making? It's just making marks on painted paper, painted squares, whatever. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So we'll start in this upper corner right here, and I'm going to use my black paint marker. So I'm going to use that one. I'm going to get all these other ones out of the way and put them over here so I can get to them. And I'm going to move the watercolor out of the way for now. Okay, so we're going to use this one. This one actually came from Amazon, and you get a set of 4. And I like these. I'll show you the, it's got a nice tip on it. Not too big, not too thin. So really happy with that. And what you do to mark make is you can make a picture. You can make just dots. Now, because I want this to be kind of a spring theme, I would probably make 2 leaves like that. And then draw in maybe some little weeds down here. And when you mark make, it can be actual, like this, plants. It can be just marks. And besides doing that, I'm going to color my leaves in really quickly. And you can do it with more than one color. Like the black is the predominant color. But we're going to come back in with white too. So stay tuned for that. This is a paint marker pen. It gets really good coverage, as you can see. I really like it. And the whole box wasn't very much, which is also nice. Because when you have little dogs that have to go to the vet, because I don't know if y'all remember, but on Tuesday, I had Sam and Henry in the vet because they were itchy. Well, Sam's still itchy. But it's fine. Okay. And then you could do another little thing. You could make. Marks could just be like little lines around the side, like stitches too, okay? But you don't have to limit yourself to one color either. It's fun, and it adds dimension when you add in a bunch of colors. So on this one, I would come in and add in some of the veining of the leaf. Like that. I would also come in maybe and add in some kind of like highlighting around the leaf, just to add interest, to give it dimension. Like that. So you can use multiple colors. That's mark making. Mark making could also look like this. Let's do this. This is the Arteza Gold. And, oh, but it ain't gonna show up. So let me get a color that will show up. Okay. Okay. Let's try another one. Let's use the white paint marker then. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna do mark making can be words. Live, love, live, love, cry. I know. Real cynical stuff. Then you could come in with a regular pen, like this is the one I just showed you. And again, you could go around your lettering like that. You could draw some flowers on the side. Like that, something like that. Now, I talked about doing something in pink. You can definitely do stuff in colors. You could do, it's not showing up very pink, but you will get the idea. Okay, like that. You could add pink, you can add blue. Whatever you, however you see this, you make it your own, because that's what it is. It's your mark making, and this is going to go in your creation no matter what your creation is. So don't be afraid to create different things. Okay? Never be afraid to try something. And don't forget, a mark is anything you want it to be. Okay? It can be letters, words, drawings, just lines on your color, whatever you want it to be. And the same thing goes on watercolor. That's on acrylic paint. You can do the same things on watercolor. And you just have to do whatever you think the space is telling you to do. This one was screaming for a vine. Screaming for a vine. I don't know if it was screaming particularly for this vine, but it was screaming for a vine. That's a gel pen. Shaking a gel pen doesn't help it. Let's get that watercolor. All right, so just be yourself, and if you're not sure what to do, just play. Just play and see what comes out of it. If something screams dots, make dots. If something screams lines, make lines. Because you know where these marks are coming from? Your brain. That's where they're coming from. Your brain. So you have to do what your brain is telling you to do. And it may not even make sense. Some people may look at that and go, I don't understand what you did here. What were you thinking? That looks awful. And you can go, okay, where's yours? That's always my remark to something when somebody's like really nasty about a drawing or a painting or something, it's always like, okay, well, yeah, I tried. Maybe it didn't come out right, but where is yours? This gel pen, I don't like. I will tell you now. Yeah, that gel pen stinks. Thought I had one. Alright, well, that gel pen stunk, and that is this brand gel pen, guys. Don't get it, the Arteza gel pen. It stinks, don't get it. Now this one works better. Like that, you can make. So, mark making is whatever you want it to be. You could stamp on these, okay? You could stamp, write, draw, scribble. This one to me, and sometimes the shape just dictates it, and those dictate balloons. Balloons, guys. So on this one, I would come over here and put like the little balloon tail and that. And then I would do one here and do that and kind of make them all connect here. And you can make an outline. I wish the white would work. Wish the white gel pen would work. Okay, I had another one. It's got pencil all over it, but let's see if this one's any better. Nope, no better. And that was an Amazon one. Let's see, I got an idea. Okay, now let's see if it works. It's just not wanting to write over any of this paint, hardly. Yeah, but anyway, sometimes the image dictates what you do on it, sometimes it doesn't. Now, if you ask me, between the watercolor and the acrylic, I like the response on the acrylic much better than I do on the watercolor. Look, this pen's doing beautiful here, and it's the one I just told you sucked. Okay, and you can draw that, and then you could come in and draw something inside, you know, and then do some little marks around it. Remember, this is what the square is saying to you. Now, for me, all these squares are saying spring. Springtime, they're screaming springtime. Let's try this one. And I think that the pens all write much better on the acrylic than they do on the watercolor. But I'm partial to acrylic anyway. So that's mark making. Taking just blobs of paint on paper and turning them into little works of art by just scribbling on some dots, some lines, some words, whatever. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video all about mark making. I hope you understand, because some people have asked me, what is mark making? It's just making marks. Whatever you want them to be, you make them. So I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button with that little bell, because on Sunday we're coming back with ideas for using up old office supplies. You don't want to miss it. Thanks for being here today, guys. Let me know down below, acrylic or watercolor. Which one was your favorite? Which one would you try? Or both? Bye. Oh, don't forget, good vibes for Sam.